Hey guys, it's Freezer here with A-Spec Airsoft, and today I'll be bringing you a review of the TSD/SRC SD36, which is their version of the G36K. This is a Gen.II, but you can buy a Gen.III upgraded with an M120 spring installed for $300 off of ASpecAirsoft.com. So let's open up the box. This is what you're going to look like after you open up the box. There are papers. The papers are an A-Spec Airsoft warranty, 30 days, call the number if you have questions. A-Spec Airsoft Corona inspection sheet, 340 to 350 with .2s, tested and inspected by ATIC. And a TSD Tactical SD36 Gen.II manual, has diagrams and how to do simple things like load your magazine and fold your stock. Hi. After you've taken all the paper out, this is what it will look like inside. Inside there is a box of 100 SRC BBs. You can use these so we don't have to throw a bag of TSDs on top of it. 2 semi-transparent 470 round high-capacity G36 magazines that can be locked together. A cleaning and dejamming rod. And your TSD SRC SD36 assault rifle. So now let's talk a little bit about the real-world version of this rifle. The G36 is a German 5.56mm assault rifle designed in the early 1990s by the German gun company H&K and was accepted into service with the Bundeswehr in 1997, replacing the 7.62 G.III assault rifle. Work on a successor for the G.III had been ongoing since the second half of the 1970s, and after much work and political debates, the G36 was developed by H&K. There are many variants of the G36, including the G36V, K, KV, G36C, MG36, and G36E, and so on and so forth. This version is the G36KV because it has the KV stock. It is a variant of the G36K, which is a carbine variant, and this KV is a further variant of that. It is a more preferred variant of the G36 because it has iron sights and a rail and allows more customization of optics and is more portable than the other variant. One such country that uses the G36KV is Latvia. The G36KV is the standard assault rifle of the Latvian Army and Latvian Special Forces. Now that we're done with that, let's talk about the features of the G36KV. A 4-point retractable stock, which also folds. While we're talking about the stock, make sure you do not close the stock on your wires. Make sure your wires go into the stock. So you can close it very easily and it'll lock into place like that. A low profile 20mm top rail. Flip up iron sights. So these are the iron sights on the TSD G36KV. They are flip up, so they're not very tall and they're not very I wouldn't say they're effective, so I would suggest going out and getting a scope or some kind of optics or whatever to put on this gun, which is the reason that it has this rail on the top, because it's meant for customization. A functioning bolt, which exposes the hop-up unit, as well as bolt catch.
Hey yo, Freeze Man, is this gun LiPo ready?
No, actually, no. This gun is not LiPo ready. This is, no, it's not LiPo ready. It's a good thing you asked, though, because you could have seriously damaged your weapon. But in the future, if it's LiPo ready, we will tell you that it's LiPo ready. Otherwise, stop asking, please. An ambidextrous fire selector switch, metal 20mm numbered rails, front sling mounts, and a single rear sling mount. Now we'll talk about the metal and plastic components to the TSD G36KV. The majority of this gun is made of nylon fiber, which isn't metal, but that's not such of a bad thing because the real G36's externals are made of nylon fiber or a certain synthetic material as well, so it's a sort of tip of the hat of realism towards TSD and SRC. So the majority of the externals on this gun are made of nylon fiber, including the top rail, the upper and lower receiver, the front handguard, and the KV stock, and the pistol grip, and the magazine. But the rest of this gun is made of metal. All of the 20mm rails are made of metal. The sling mount right here is made of metal. The outer barrel is made of metal. The flash hider is actually made of metal. The mag release is made of metal. The firing selector switch is made of metal. The trigger is metal. The bolt and bolt catch are metal, as well as the bolt itself. And finally, the flip-up sights on this gun are also made of metal. So now over to Delta-I for the internal reports.
Thank you, Freezer. Now for the internal reports. And on that note, thank you, Desert Fox. We understand that you think that it's an SRC when it's basically both. So thank you for that comment. Anyways, on that note, it is a short, tight, high torque TSD motor. I'm a big fan of those motors. They can pull back really high FPS springs. All steel gears with stainless steel 6mm bushings and a polycarb piston and piston head. Overall, for what it is for an M100 spring, you are getting around 340 and sometimes 360 FPS, mainly 340, 350, with a 430mm inner barrel. Overall, this weapon is very nice. I love the KV stock. In order to fit a large 9.6 with in here is with a small amount of modifications. Very easy to fit in with small amount of modifications, as I said, and it is foldable. So overall, TSD has done a wonderful job.
Thank you, Delta-I, for the internal reports. Now for the final conclusion. This is another excellent weapon from TSD/SRC. This is a great alternative to buying an SL8. The 430mm barrel gives you some great opportunities for marksmanship. The low profile top rail is great for adding scopes or some other kind of sights on there, aside from using the flip-up iron sights to make this gun even more of a marksmanship rifle. The 20mm rails that are on the front of the weapon add even more customization options, something akin to the lines of the M4. The bolt is very nice, very realistic. The magazines can be clamped together so you won't have to worry about running out of ammunition. The stock is extendable as well as foldable, so you can have a huge stock or no stock at all. Completely ambidextrous, very, very nice weapon all around. You can get this gun for $220 off of acepecairsoft.com, or if you would like to buy the Gen.III version, you can get that gun off acepecairsoft.com for $300. So, this has been a review of the TSD SD36KV. Thanks for watching.